Guys, I haven't done an update for a while because things have been a little crazy, but it's been 8 weeks since I have had my lower body lift surgery, so I thought I'd just go ahead and do a check-in. So almost officially 2 full months. May 7th was when I had the surgery. It's July 2nd, yeah. And I'll be getting ready to have the arm surgery for this wonderful stuff. This Friday, actually, so that's kind of crazy. It's a 2-hour surgery. It's outpatient. It's not going to be nearly as invasive as the other one was, which was the major one. And the healing time is a couple of weeks. So we'll see how I respond to it, because how I respond to my arms is going to be how I eventually respond to my legs. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So things are healing really well. You'll notice that I'm not wearing my binder. I still do from time to time, but really after 6 weeks I could take it off. I actually kept it on longer because of the wound that's still healing in the back. Right now it's getting quite shallow and very, very small, so it's really almost closed. I still pack it a little bit from what I can. Honestly, I can't do too much because there's just not that much there. So, okay, so here's my belly. Belly button looks nice and healed. There's still parts here that are a little numb, still a little bit swollen. Actually, about a week and a half ago, I guess, I had a checkup and was actually, I think I weighed like 7 pounds more than I did the week and a half before, just because of swelling. And then of course it's kind of all gone down since then. But yeah, so you can see there's still some like looseness in the skin itself, because it takes a while for the skin to reattach itself to the muscles and everything that's underneath it. So, but still nice and flat. Get an idea of the scarring itself. You can see here that it's kind of a dark pink. It's starting to fade. I think eventually I'll probably use Mederma or some silicone strips to put on it. That's what the doctor recommended, just to aid with the scarring. Honestly, the scars don't really bother me. So we'll see. I know that I'm going to have a scar when I have my arm surgery. I can kind of explain that a little bit. So he's going to be cutting kind of from down here past underneath my arm a little bit, and then over to the elbow, and then cutting this, which is just skin at this point. I don't really have a whole lot of fat on my arms, which is kind of nice to get that done. Of course, I'm a little nervous. I was nervous for this one too, so I don't know how it's going to go. I hope everything goes fine. I hope I heal as quickly as I seem to. Obviously, don't want to be too much of a burden on my family, because it can get hard. So I'm looking forward to having this stuff done so that when I run, when I move, it's not flapping. Unfortunately, my kids, who actually like to play with this and tell me that I'm squishy, will have to be without, so I hope that they'll manage. I have started to get rashes on my legs now, so I wear a lot of compression garments so that they don't rub, because my legs right now, after kind of all the swelling and everything has gone down, and because there isn't the heaviness of the skin and the fat up here, my legs are very, very heavy. They're very heavy. That's where all the swelling goes, and they rub. So I'm getting rashes on those. I do want to get what they call a medial thigh lift to help take care of that so it doesn't hurt. That's my issue right now, is my legs, they hurt. And my arms, when I'm running, they get rashes. So the downside is that insurance doesn't cover it. I mean, there's maybe a tiny chance that they'll cover legs, but I doubt it, so kind of have to save money for that. But hopefully it won't be in the too distant future, so I can get it taken care of so I'm not in so much pain anymore. There's really not a whole lot I can do beyond, like, you know, taking Tylenol and walking to get circulation going and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. Not real thrilled with the rashes thing again, but it's going to get worse before it gets better, and I know that. So I have started running again. I have done several times, I guess maybe not several, but a handful on the treadmill, and then I've done twice outside now. Once this past Saturday when it was 1,000,000 degrees with humidity. I went in the morning thinking that it wouldn't be so bad. Well, it still was bad. I think it still felt like it was 97, even though it said it was in the 80s. So that was fun. I sweat a lot, thanks to the humidity. I've been going 2.5 miles or so. Now again, you know, I was running upwards of 6 miles, so you kind of have to build yourself up to that. My body's still kind of getting used to how it's going to be now, and it is weird running, especially with the heaviness of my legs. That kind of slows me down. So again, we'll get there eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. Also talks of getting a breast lift at some point, just because with the laxity of the skin, and you know, I don't need to go into details, but it's not as good as it could be. And it really was the result of the weight loss, more so than anything else. Things just go pfft. So, again, insurance won't cover that either, so it's like, I'll be saving a lot of money, and hopefully that'll get done too, just so I'm kind of complete in my transformation. Again, I understand that it's not going to be perfect. I understand that. I don't want to be perfect. I never have been, and nobody is perfect. But once I get those things done, then, I mean, that'll be it. I'll be done. And then my body will be back to what it kind of always was. And it was just hiding under all the fat and the skin that I was wearing. So it's kind of strange to think that I was anything other than what I am now. And it is still bizarre when I look down and I don't have this tummy here, because I've had it for as long as I can remember. And it's a big thing to adjust to. Another big thing to adjust to is to go to stores and realize that you can't fit into anything because it's too big. That's bizarre. It was like, well, no, I can't get these because all they have is a size large, and that's going to be too big. It's a whole new thing. I don't know quite how to handle it yet. I'm still adjusting. Obviously, my pant size has decreased. Now, my issue right now is that my thighs, again, are about a size larger than my waist. And so things don't fit the way they are supposed to. And once I get the thighs taken care of, that won't be a problem anymore. So, but I do have shorts and pants that are a size 4, which blows my mind. I have a dress now that's an extra small, but now granted it's like swing, so it's kind of bigger anyway, but still, craziness, right? Still kind of going through clothes that don't fit anymore, giving them away or selling them, thinking maybe, you know, that'll get some extra money that'll eventually go toward my surgery, maybe not, I don't know. But other than that, I mean, I'm feeling really good. I'm anxious to have this stuff taken off of my arms, my little bat wings. Those will be gone. Next step, I'm really looking at 2 more steps after that, and then I'll be done. And that will really complete this entire journey from when I had the sleeve in the first place. So I'm excited, and I'd like to win the lottery sometime soon. That'd be great to get all of this done, so I'm not hurting anymore. I think that's the biggest thing, but baby steps, right? So feel free to ask questions, and I will check in with you later.